What's up, guys? Today, we've got that Rumble starting in a little while, tomorrow. So I was looking at making a couple new decks. So far, I've showcased my Action Mage. So we're going to see if we can make sort of a Slay Assassin build. And also the second deck I was thinking of was going to be something like Endurance and Intelligence, maybe playing with something like High King Emmerich with wards. So we'll try that one first because that's a pretty unique deck. I haven't really seen too many based on. Oh, excuse me, I'm pretty tired today. I haven't been getting much sleep. Based on wards and using those to win combat. So we're using our search up here to find ward. We're gonna put in things like in intelligence, you've got that 4 mana cost guy. Where is he? Breton Conjurer. We're gonna put in our Ward Crafters, our Evermore Steward. I don't really like Glenumbra Sorceress. Like, she's okay, but it's kind of dangerous to play with her. Let's see how much these cost to create. If these weren't so much to soul summon, I'd summon some more Conjurers. But I'm saving that for another legendary eventually. We'll grab the Windkeep Spell Swords. We'll take the Stormhome Champion, Emmerich. Crushing Blow is always good to have in your decks. I always wanted to do a Dwemer deck. I don't really have enough cards for that yet, but maybe eventually. Odahviing is pretty much a must unless you're playing a rush deck. These Deadly Draugr are good. They work well with having it. I like Enchanted Plate. I like things like the Old Gate Warden. He's good. We'll put a couple U shields in there. I don't think we're gonna do sort of Magicka rushing with these Argonians. Let's see how much Slay there is. If there's just like one Slay, then we'll ignore it. But see this, if we could get these Fall Creek Defilers, the Cicero, the Venom Tongues, and the Shadow Scales, we can go over here and put in things like either the Night Mother maybe. I don't think we have many red guards. That would be a nice combination, is things like Master of Arms, or could put in Keeper of Witness. Blood Sorceress is good. Oh boy. Do we want to do Mana Rush with this deck? Because those work well with that. Let's take a look here. Since we're going mostly wards and equipment, sure, why not? It'll be a good synergy, I think, to put in some mana stuff. I really wish this guy was upgraded. He's really strong in his second one, second version. Just putting in a few drained guys there. we'll put in these. Well, if we're gonna play that, we need card draw, and I don't think we really have very much draw. We have Cicero. We could put in Tome of Alteration. These guys synergize really well. Palace Conspirator. Those synergize really well with what is his name? Really well with Falkreath Defiler. Let's see. Brutal Ashlanders are really good. So the idea is, let's go ahead and back up real quick. We'll get rid of our wardens. Our goal is to either win with something like Night Mother or survive until late game to play out some of these bigger guys. Black Marsh Warden. Odahviing, things like that could be our win conditions. Mentor's Ring is a pretty strong one, but I don't want to just have it and use it, right? We don't really have very much kill stuff. Speaker Tyrannus can be good, but we don't have enough actions. We'll play the Supreme Atromancer though. Master of Arms can be good, but I don't think we have quite enough equipment. Maybe let's do that. We'll do a red guard deck here. We'll remove some of these higher guys, some of the Slay, because Falkreath Defiler can be good, but it's kind of hard to get him to work a lot of times. And Venom Tongue can be good, but also the same problem. We'll get rid of Night Mother. Night Mother can be good. And since we don't have that, we don't want Palace Steward. Let's put in these. We'll put in kind of our legendary items here. Mentor's Ring. Spear of Embers. An item. Drow Shell Armor can be okay, but it's not the best. Maple Shield would be good if we were going to play Dragon Star Rider. We only have one of him. But we'll add in the Blacksmith. We'll add in we don't have too much synergy for any item guys. And I don't really think we have any card draw either. We have Cicero, but that's not too much. We'll keep the Night Mother in there. Night Mother is a really good card. Sometimes it may not do exactly what you want it to, but it's still strong, like to just have as a threat on there. We have those, we have Tome of Alteration. High Rock Summoner can be good. We'll put in those. We'll put in Dark Guardian. Let's go ahead and try this. We'll kind of, we'll go back and edit it later. So we're going to name this one Emmerich Ward item. And next we're going to make either kind of a Dark Brotherhood Slay deck or a Rush. I kind of like the idea of something with intelligence and willpower. Maybe we'll do that. We'll put in things like Scouting Patrol, Marked Man, Imprison, Execute. So we're going to have a lot of this sort of light stuff. And then we're going to play Cruel Fire Bloom. Things like Soul Split. Something like Camelorn Hero's good, but we're not necessarily rushing here. What we're going to do is we're going to kind of just fill up the board. Let's type in draw, because we're going to want a lot of card draw, because some of these guys are really weak and cheap. Elusive Schemer's okay. I don't want too many one health guys. Fate Weaver can be good. I'm not a big fan of a lot of these. East March Crusader's pretty good. And I like these for Johnny Highwayman. They can die pretty easily, but you can take away a good card from your opponent. So let's get things like the 5th Legion Trainer. Let's get things like Helgen Squad Leader. These guys can be pretty good, but they can also be not so good. We'll play them. We'll try them. Resolute Ally. Pit Lion. Hive Defender. Imperial Reinforcements. We'll throw in the Black Dragon. We'll keep Piercing Javelin for some kill. Are we going to have more life than our opponent? If we do, I'd like to play Golden Saint, but Legion Prefect, I'll put in a couple. We'll try those out. This guy, where is he? That Legion Renowned Legate, he's not really that good. But Divine Fervor is definitely something we want. Warcry can be good, but I tend not to use it as much. And we want the Corsair ship. And we want, not Expert, there we go, Supreme Atromancer. Let's take a look over here. We'll put in Crushing Blow. Do we want any more kill spells? We could add the Lightning. We did already put in Execute, Imprison. We have some pretty good kill stuff for cheap. 22 actions, 27 creatures, 4 supports. So I'd like to get the creatures up a little higher. We could play in Artaeum Savant because we have so many actions. I didn't know we had 22. We have a lot. We could put in Aradin Paladin to try to boost our mana curve here. But I think I think we should be okay. Let's go ahead and try that one. So we'll name it up here. This will be what shall we call it? Full board or something. We'll put in this dragon guy. What's his name? Odahviing. He's pretty much good in literally any deck. Like 12 mana, you're not going to get him playing most games. But when you do, 4 damage to all creatures, that's just too good. So we'll go ahead and try those 2 decks. I'm going to make one more real quick for this video. We're going to make a Redguard deck, where basically we play things like Whirling Duelist, Alakir, Survivalist, the Horseman. Pyromancer not necessarily, we don't need him, but he's good for kill, and since it's going to be early game stuff. We want the Blacksmith, we want this, we'll take that one, we'll take the Master of Arms, then we're going to want items. So we're going to basically use items instead of actions. We'll put Staff of Sparks. Not a big fan of Spear of Embers. We'll take Sentinel Battle Mace. We'll take Bone Bow, Assassin's Bow, Orc's Hammer. The Hrothgar Forge. If we had a lot of creatures, it's good. But it can be, we'll put it, there's only one in there, so we already put those in. Mentor's Ring we'll put in. Corsair Ship, maybe we'll try 2. We definitely want Daggers in the Dark. Mason Encumbrance, let's see how we're doing on items. 17, so we don't want to ever go over the number of, we don't want to have more items than creatures than items. Okay, the last stuff will try to get us some card draw. These guys can be good if you can play them early. We'll put Fate Weaver in there. We're not going to put Night Mother because we're not going late game. We're not going to put Gristlehide Drow, once again, not late game. We could put in Vigilant Giant and Triumphant Jarl. Plunder we could put in. Do we want Raiding Party? Let's look at our 1 mana cost options here. Steel Scimitar is good. Greystone Ravager is like, he can be good. We'll try this Relentless Raider. We don't really have too much to kill things with, but we can put in Stone Throw. Fell the Mighty, I'm not too afraid of having things get too high. Garnag and Vigilant Giant don't synchronize very well, but pretty much everything else in our deck does. So we'll put him in. This is really good if you have a lot of orcs. We don't really have too many orcs. Markarth Bannerman and Underworld Vigilante are good because just charge. And then Savage Ogre. Okay, we're getting a little bit high here, so we'll try to cut back on our non-item creature guys here. I like Underworld Vigilante, but maybe we'll take him out for now. We'll go ahead and sit at 60. We'll try it out. We'll see which cards don't work well. So let's edit that name there, Battle Mage. We're going to call it Redguard Item Assault. Alright, those are our 3 decks. I'll go ahead and end the video here. Again, I wish I had better cards to show everybody. I know they're not the best, but we will try that deck out and see how it works.